Okay, let's talk about funded accounts here because I've opened a funded account challenge here with Stealth Trader for $50,000. My equity growth target is 10% of this account. So if you know nothing about funded accounts, guys, you could basically pay a so-called broker who will give you a challenge to get to a certain percentage growth with a capital sum. In this case, it's $50,000. I need to reach 10% growth. Once I reach 10% growth, then I will get $50,000 to actually trade with, and so could you as well. Okay, so this is great because we'll dive into today's trades. This is pretty much first day of this account challenge. The great thing about this is that it's not your money. All you do is pay a small amount of money in relation to trading. You might pay $50, $200 or whatever. You get a lump sum of money, and you got to test yourself here whether you can become a consistently profitable trader. And you've got rules to follow. And most people, of course, we know that most people can't follow rules when it comes to trading, and they get hard breached and the account gets closed down. But it's not your money. Okay, yes, you do have to put money to buy the challenge. However, you're not, in this case, $50,000. I'm not putting up $50,000 in this trading account. Okay, so just showing you here first day. Let me show you the trades that I took and see the results of the challenge. Look, at the end of the day, if you can trade, you can trade in any account. Okay, if you're a good trader, you can make money in any account. If you're not a very good trader, you're going to blow out this 50 grand account and likely blow out your real money as well. So why not blow out this challenge account money before you even start trading with your own money? Start with a demo, and then prove that you can actually do this, and then just get consistent and make money consistently. Okay, so that's the goal for any trade, and I've been doing this plenty of years to realize that most people do not make money trading if they do not get the education. But let's dive into and show you what we're doing today with this account. Okay, so we're in the back end of the account now. Now, this started at $50,000 and now it's at $1,459. Okay, so looking at the trades order history here, it really was all about. I should be shorting the euro right now. In fact, I should be putting another trade on. I'll show you in 1 second the chart. But you can see here's gold and silver. I think there are going to be, and I've been selling gold and silver, and that's where most of the profits have come from today. The euro market, I think I'm going to look at euro tomorrow. Today, euro there's a setup on the euro that I'm really interested in on Tuesday to short that. We shall see if the setup confirms tomorrow. But yeah, gold and silver, guys. Gold and silver. I think there's a great opportunity here to short gold and silver, and especially silver. But you've got to position size correctly with silver because it's a big contract. And knowing and understanding the size of the contract is crucial. Okay, so when you're trading a funded account, make sure you read the rules and know exactly your position size. And let's dive into the charts. Come on. Let's look at gold here, and you can see gold has gone up some nice green. If you know anything about the color method, we're buying on green, selling on red here. We want the tracks to be red if we're selling. We want the tracks to be green if we're buying. You see gold come up really nicely here, and as we rallied first thing on Monday we had this major double top right here. I call it a hot zone. Then we got a lower high on the storyteller right here. Okay, so we made a equal high, pretty much so anyway. This is a hot zone. Then we just started to sell off, and that's when I started to get interested in the funded account and in my other live account as well, my day trading account. And so that was pretty good, I think. And then silver as well was the other one, the main one. Yeah, and the other market, obviously silver here. This is the daily chart of silver, and we've had buy signals, and it's exploded higher. What a fantastic move, it's gone from $52 to $63. Now we're sitting here with a few what I call topping tails in the market. These wicks here, even though the pro trend system is still green, we do have some of these topping tails here, these wicks. Okay, so sellers are coming in at the highs here. We've got a bit of a doji candlestick here, but we had a green buy signal. So for swing trades, it's nicely bullish still. There's no red, and once it turns red, I'm going to short it. However, going down to the smaller time frame, what I'm going to wait for here is that we had a buy signal this morning on silver. We popped higher. It's gone up for 4 hours here, which that's been a nice profitable. I didn't take the long side. I think we're going to roll over here, guys. I think we're going to roll down to this area here and get back down to this support area here around $59. Now, if we make a new high here, where the target at the moment is 65.73, so we're green and long still. You know, I don't want to really be holding anything overnight on the short side because swing traders are in control here. But if we get up to that area, this is going to fire a bearish divergence, and I think then we're going to roll over and drop. And because that daily is so high up, I think that this could be a really decent sell-off in silver. Let's look at the euro. I'm starting to have a little look at euro here. This is a swing trade daily chart of euro. I had a buy signal at 115.90. It's trading up 115.746. Buy on green, sell on red. We made profit targets up here. We're sort of, once again, we're getting these topping tail wicks right at the highs up here. And I am most definitely, in my other swing trading account, I am trailing my stop, locking in profits on this one. But in my funded account, I'm going to look at maybe shorting this tomorrow. We've exploded higher on the euro, but look at the angle of this bearish divergence. Okay, so if you understand where you are in a trend, and you can easily count 5 waves up, this is a zigzag type pattern, and then we break, a zigzag comes before a 5th wave completion pattern. And as we go higher here, this is green, okay, we're long on this phase. But then if you see that bearish divergence, that means this move isn't as strong as these moves were here. The angle is the most important thing. You get 45 degrees on a bearish divergence. It's likely to come majorly back down to support in here. Okay, so with this sell signal setting up at the moment, 117.47, we could be down to 117.20s and back into the mid 116 area. So I'm watching euro Tuesday, and I think that will get the funded account bumped up again. Hopefully let's get to 52,000 on the way to 10% return. And let's see how quick we can actually get this funded account up to 10%. All right, so that's what I'm looking at, guys. Little trades in euro, bigger trades in silver and gold. But I think Tuesday, turnaround Tuesday, as I call it, I think we can get some really nice moves. Mondays always tend to be a bit of a slower start day trading the markets. Not always, but they do tend to be. And let's get that funded account passed and get ourselves 50k for a nice Christmas present. All right, guys, hope it helps. Don't forget, if you want to dive in and trade alongside us with all this beautiful software here, don't forget to request a call back down below. Speak to our team and we'll let you know the details. Speak to you soon, guys. Take care.